Hi guys, and welcome to another one of my Napoleon Total War online battles. I'm playing as Prussia against Admiral Horatio Gambier. I think I've said that right, and he's playing as the British. I'll put a list of our units up on the screen so you guys can see what we're using. So anyway, playing as Prussia and my Freikorps cavalry charging in against what's left of his dragoons. I'll just go over the layout of what's happened here. I had to cut the start of this video off, and this is going to be a two-part battle purely because it went on so long, and I don't normally do these, record them because they're so long. But this was a fun battle, and it really showed the usefulness of generals, I felt, and how they can change the tide. And it was probably one of the closest battles I've played in a very, very long time. Anyway, so up on the right here, I moved my 2 units of foot guards that I had. And I hold down the spacebar, you can see where they're sort of forming up. I'm trying to keep them in 2 lines here, and I'm moving the other one around here. In desperate hope of trying to flank, well, not really flank, but fire against these 4 units of Highland foot that have been arranged up here. Up on the top here, we've got the 2 units of howitzers that my opponent's got, and his general staff. Some cavalry, dragoons, rushing away from battle. Get a nice close up on these units. So they come running towards us. And there might be a tiny bit of lag during this, purely because playing with ultra unit settings, and again Fraps does eat my FPS. But I am able to play this game maxed out, as I say repeatedly. But it does satisfy those of you that ask me the questions afterwards. Anyway, my Prussian Fusiliers are formed up behind here, and I don't know what these guys are doing, just standing here. I didn't really pull them aside that well. And my foot guards aren't doing that well. They are doing their best to try and fire. But we've got explosions going mad over here. If you can hear me over the roar of the explosion there. Front lines firing. Now I'm not sure if it was a mod that I saw, but I swear I've seen a video where the 2 front ranks are firing. Now, is that a mod for Napoleon, or is it only special units and I'm just not looking at them properly when they are firing? If you could tell me which units they are, because I'd really like to record some animations, some of those, and would greatly appreciate it. But anyway, these howitzers are really going skits on my men in this deep woodland here. It's really trying. I don't know how they can possibly even see anything through here. The Highland foot, plenty of them, and they haven't taken many losses at all. Anyway, the main force of my army is moving up, but I've pulled my hussars back to deal with the lifeguard unit that's coming back here. So my Prussian Fusiliers are marching up, and I'm getting my cannons into position. Well, I was getting them into position so that I could actually use them to fire at my opponent and cause some damage. Here my musketeers are moving up, and he's forming up his men in lines here. This was my original plan of moving men, but you'll see the well, a mix of me not paying attention at the right moment and the pathfinding kind of screwed up a bit for me. So back up here, we've got the cannons. Firing off another shot, and this time they're hitting my foot guards, which I pulled them back down here because they were getting absolutely slaughtered, and I wasn't going to be able to hold off 4 units of Highland foot with just 2 foot guard units. So I pulled them away. Over here we can see a cavalry charge. Way. Just in time. The camera's going crazy skits with all the vibrations. So anyway, I have my Freikorps here holding them off, and then I flank around the back with my hussars to come in at the right moment. Oh, that guy got stabbed right in the chest. Nice. Let's watch this. Oh, no, they're running off. He's pulling them away to try and get my general staff here, or form them up anyway. what's left of my men are still chipping away at the back blocks here. He's got swords raised, and they are indeed going for my general. And they've now routed.
Yes, sir. Our men are running, sir.
So they're moving on up there, and my hussars and Freikorps moving up. General's bodyguard moving over to steady them, and I've now finally got my cannons firing. And if we go up here, we'll see the chaos that's ensuing. My opponent moved his line infantry forward while my skirmishers were still forming up, which caused mega casualties and loss of morale for them. My line infantry are forming in some ragged lines here and are firing off, try and take them out. However, I've got my artillery pounding in, because at this point I knew that the only way I was going to stand a chance of reforming and fighting off these Highland foot units and foot guards up there was to take it out, was to cause a flanking, break one of the flanks open. So I was using my artillery there, and I've got my muskets down here. And some Prussian Fusiliers forming behind now. Meanwhile on the hill, I've got what's left of my another skirmish unit and 2 foot guards from earlier. My artillery's firing. These howitzers, I love howitzers in this game. One, the effects, and also they do a massive amount of damage and morale damage as well. So that's that unit going then. This unit is starting to falter, and these units, they do have the numbers here. So, and as you can see, I'm just moving my foot guards and skirmishers to this cliff here. The foot guards and the Highland foot are moving around down here, I think in an attempt to actually take out my artillery at some point, rather than actually coming down to attack these units. His artillery is firing down to try and take out my flank, and meanwhile in the centre here I've managed to chip away at a unit here. However, I'm not faring so well on the upper flank. This unit here is redeploying, muskets are reforming, and I'm reforming with some Prussian Fusiliers to try and stop the flanking going on up here. I've got my skirmishers back here because I haven't been able to put them back forward at the moment, so they're staying behind, possibly shooting some of my men in the back. And this unit did rout, obviously, is hit by, basically hit head on with a howitzer shell. Right, so there's these guys, my musketeers forming up. Whoa, camera shake. It's going crazy. Yeah, I'm moving up my Prussian Fusiliers here in front of them, trying to create a flanking manoeuvre now because I do have superiority in this middle bit here. They are reforming at the back though, which happens a lot more than I thought it would actually, and it's many a time I've thought I've won the battle and the units come back. So anyway, this is where I start using my general to sort of boost everything, bringing my general in here. One, the aura around him, which you can't see, but it's about that big, as most of you guys will know. Generally acts as a buff anyway, and then I activated the rally ability at some point to bring them back into my force. Anyway, I've moved my my units that were up on this hill here, the foot guards and the Prussian Fusiliers, to help create another flank here. And we had what was dragoons charging in here. They've been hit, wow, by howitzer shell, taking out my men and some dragoons. It's devastating, these things. So I'm reforming my Prussian Fusiliers to gently encircle the enemy. And my general's keeping these units in steady tow here. So this unit, Musketeers, is moving up to go for the King's German Legion Lightfoot. Meanwhile, over here, I've got my howitzers firing on the Highland Foot regiments and foot guards, which have been marching over here pretty slowly. And there's a rifle unit as well. Also back here, we've got my what's left of my cavalry to stop any attacks. I pulled them over there in case they were going to be attacked. Now we're looking at a more ragged army here of my men. I'm moving up here with some my foot guards actually to attack the right flank, do some damage, firing off a full volley there. they've just been rallied, as you saw there briefly. If obviously I'm holding the camera in the right place, and the general staff is boosting their morale. And again, for both of us, and you'll see later on in the second part of this video, how my general staff helps keeping my men together at very pivotal moments. And but anyway, he's kept most of my men. I can see they're all near enough, sort of 3/4 green. They're holding up pretty well, attacking this right flank here. Foot units reloading. Over here, my men aren't in range. Well, the Prussian Fusiliers probably are, but they might be out of ammunition by now. My men are running. Oh dear. Well, that's it for the first part. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Part 2 will follow shortly.